Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and MaddenNFL11. Happy to have you alongside to what should be a fantastic football showcase. Who do you see as the key players for this matchup, Chris?
Well, Gus, I've got my eyes on the two quarterbacks in this one. I had a chance to talk to both of these guys, obviously guys that have experience in this situation. They've been here before, and yet it's always so interesting. You can see a different look in their eyes when they're warming up. You know that they know the significance of these matchups, and it just adds another level of excitement to the football game. When you're talking about this kind of talent on the field, this should be a really good one. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get it going.
Interesting, Chris. Great storyline here today, and we'll follow that storyline as this game moves on.
We have our safeties deep, but bringing a lot of pressure, but the guys behind the blitz have to stay on their man. If a receiver gets away, there won't be much help deep.
Henny hands it off straight ahead.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Good coverage downfield. Watch out for that sideline speed. Chad Henne has managed to put together quite a year for himself as he eclipses the 3,000-yard passing mark with that completion. He's tackled at the 50. Pick up a 4. That'll bring up second down.
Guys, we're bringing extra heat to stop the run in the backfield, but if they play fake, we can't let their quarterback get that throw off.
Still going. It's loose. Cincinnati has the football. The defense forces an early mistake, and sometimes that'll trigger a huge momentum shift.
Let's try to move the ball here on first down and set the tone for the rest of the game.
Gives it up the gut.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really puts some pressure on this group up front.
Okay, your running back's the key to this counter. If we fool the defense into leaning the wrong direction, we should be able to get a lot of yards.
He's searching for a receiver.
That's part speed and part anticipation by this defensive unit. They're always in great position, and you'll rarely see them get burned on passes like that.
Okay, let's go with the screen pass to our running back here. Avoid the rush so he can get free, then float him a perfect ball so he can take it in stride and make a play.
Searching for an open man. And the pass ball's incomplete.
Well, that's probably something you're going to see a lot more of if this dreadful weather keeps up. And I wouldn't be surprised to see defenses start to close it down if they don't think the quarterback can get the ball down the field.
And it'll be down at the 6.
When you go for a punt to pin a team deep in their own territory, the last thing you want to have happen is to have it end up in the end zone for a touchback because it just is a letdown for the punt team. Now you've got them backed up inside the 10-yard line. Nice play.
Guys, we're bringing extra heat to stop the run in the backfield, but if they play fake, we can't let their quarterback get that throw off.
Inside give. He's wrestled down at the 10. A 5-yard gain. And now it's third down.
Our line needs to create some penetration here. We can't let their quarterback stand around in the pocket and let someone get open.
Here's a halfback.
Great play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that.
Establish the run early on. Let's try to move the ball here on first down and set the tone for the rest of the game.
On the ground, up the middle. Nice gain of 9 yards. That brings up second down.
All right. You hand this one off to your fullback and let him ram it right up the gut.
Fullback straight ahead.
Really impressive play that time by this defensive line. It wasn't just one guy, but every guy up front just dominating their guy at the point of attack.
Another run.
Sometimes when you get it back with this kind of talent, it can be so difficult to get him on the ground.
A little more time here. It's a 5-step drop, and once your wideout gets free after he breaks to the corner, fire it to him.
Still looking for an open man. And it's tipped away. Gray was the intended receiver.
All right, let's mix it up and see if we can catch them off guard with the draw play. If they were guessing pass, we might be able to find a big hole.
Delayed handoff. A 5-yard gain. And so it will be third down.
You're out of the shotgun here. Your wide receiver is going to slant across the middle here. So you hit him quick, let him make a play.
Gets it away. Allen was there for the stop. And so at the end of the first quarter, we're all even.
Just a halfback dive, where we hammer it up the middle and see if the blocks get us to the end zone.
Counter to the left.
And a lot of times in that situation, they read offensive linemen. And the minute you see those offensive linemen, sometimes even in their stance, sort of sitting back, you know the counter's coming, you can get penetration and make a play in the backfield just like that.
We We have an injured Bengals player making his way over to the bench.
On this deep corner, hit your wide receiver if he's got one-on-one coverage. You're out of the shotgun, so that'll give him time to get deep.
Goes through his progression. Allen gets a hand on it. Gray was his intended target. Trying to take the lead by a field goal. It's up and it's good. And he'll return this one from the 7. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive.
A sack would be nice, but the key here is to hurry the quarterback and force him to make a bad throw.
Here's the throw. He's dropped down at the 49-yard line.
And there you see just a little bit of how tremendous these athletes are in the NFL. The ability to go up above the defense and make a play like that, that was fun to watch. Yeah, really not much a defense can do when you get a guy that can throw the football like that. You know, you get yourselves in position defensively, you think you're in the right spot, you're going to make a play, and a guy makes a throw like that and you go, hey, that's a good throw.
All right, listen up. I want a sack here, so don't bite on the play action. If they do run it, we need our guys in coverage to break towards the ball.
The halfback with the carry.
They fought the blitz that time. The offensive line did a pretty good job recognizing it. They got the blocks, but the back was still able to get out of there for a nice gain.
All right. They only have a few yards to go now. They know they can run it, so look for them to pass here and go back.
Henny pitches out to the right.
Those are the kind of runs you can really build your offense around. If you can pick up that kind of a gain for a first down, it makes it so much easier to throw the football.
All right, we're bringing a lot of pressure, but the guys behind the blitz have to stay on their man. If a receiver gets away, there won't be much.
Gains his way to the 13-yard line.
All right, it's the Wildcat, but we're ready for this. Just keep your eyes locked on the ball and don't get fooled by all the fakes.
And the snap goes right to the back. Ray Malaluga was there to bring him down.
Nice job up front right there. 6 yards, a first down. That's just old-fashioned football.
All right, they're on our side of the field, but this drive isn't over. If we can stop them for a loss here on first down, we may be able to...
Touchdown, Dolphins! The Dolphins get into the end zone first.
That's a big-time run right there. Pretty moves by the halfback.
Point after is good. Miami is up by 4. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. he'll return this one from the 7. The Bengals settled for a field goal on their last possession.
Okay, we're going to run a dive here. Just smash it up the middle and let's gain some positive yards.
Baker gets the ball. They pick up 2 yards. Second down.
Be patient here. Take your 5-step drop and wait an extra beat if there's time to let your receiver get deep on this streak route.
He's going to pass. It's a loose ball. Fumble, and the defense is going to come up with it.
Wide receivers are pretty good at catching the football. They're not always good at running with the football. It takes a lot of strength to hold on to that ball, and he gave it up.
There was a lot going on in that play. The booth wants to double-check that the ball popped out before he was down.
And this is really what instant replay was supposed to do, to help the officials have an extra set of eyes out there for these tough calls on the tough angles, and I'm sure they'll get this one right.
They get to him in the pocket and bring him down for the sack.
All right, forget about that sack. If we try to throw it deep and don't connect, we'll be looking at 3rd and long. I'd rather find a safe short route, pick up a few yards.
It's a pass. He's tackled at the 25.
Yeah, he scored a few style points with that one, but more importantly, they pick up the first down.
All right, a draw play here. Hopefully the defense lays back so we can surprise them.
Feeds it to the back. Gains his way to the 16-yard line.
Okay, our power versus theirs. Hand it to your fullback, and you let him hammer it through the line of scrimmage.
Short pass to his left.
I like that call, going with the pass play in a short yardage situation.
Looking end zone. Comes down with it. Touchdown. The Bengals use 5 plays to take it 45 yards. Point after is good. Cincinnati has a 3-point cushion. This is a good opportunity to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. It's a line drive kick. Gets to the 31-yard line.
Our line needs to create some penetration here. We can't let their quarterback stand around in the pocket and let someone get open.
Moves to his right. Davis was the intended receiver on the play.
Okay, let's hope they don't try to pass it short on this play. But if they try to run it, our safety should meet the ball carrier before he gets very far.
Hauls it in. And he's tackled at the 37.
The middle of the field is wide open for them. If they pass it short, do not let their receiver make it to the first down marker.
Surveys the field. Has a man deep. He's wrestled down at the 23.
And when you get a wide receiver with that kind of talent on the outside, he is a threat to take it all the way on any play.
Okay, we let them convert that one, but don't hang your head. 2 more stops and we'll have another chance to end the drive on 3rd down.
Inside give. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. And the kick is good. So the score now, the Dolphins 10, the Bengals 10. This is a good opportunity to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Taken from the 3-yard line. They drop the runner at the 19. So they'll go into the locker room with the score even. Gets the ball at around the 10. He gets this one to the 26-yard line.
Draw play to your halfback. Find a hole, see what we can make happen.
Baker takes the give. He's brought down at the 30. It's a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, a slant here. Take 3 steps and zip it to your receiver. Once he makes his break, he'll do the rest.
Flips it out short. He's dropped down at the 38.
And that was a little hum baby coming out of there from the quarterback. We've all heard about how strong his arm is, and we saw it there.
All right, I'll run to the outside here. Be patient. Follow your blocks. Then turn it on once you get to the edge.
He fights forward to about the 39.
On this screen pass, wait for your halfback to release into the flat and throw a quick strike so he can grab it and go.
And he's crushed as he lets it go. Baker was the intended receiver.
All right, we've got a deep in route by your receiver here. You're out of the shotgun, so maneuver around the pocket so he can get deep and you can throw a strike.
Just gets it away.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
Our line needs to create some penetration here. We can't let their quarterback stand around in the pocket and let someone get open.
Gives it to the back. Picks up 10 on the run. That brings up second down.
All right. They only have a few yards to go now. They know they can run it. So look for them to pass here and go back to the run on third.
Looks left. Here's a short pass. Davis got blasted and just couldn't hang on.
That's just a big hit right there. No way the receiver could hold on to that one.
Okay, they're in the Wildcats, so watch for some trickery. Don't overcommit to one side if they fake it. I don't want us getting burned here.
Direct snap to the back. There he goes! Feet don't fail me now!
Oh, heck yeah.
Touchdown, Miami!
Well, we're certainly not at the end of this game, but we're at a very significant part of it, and that was a big touchdown right there to put them up 6.
Miami is up a touchdown. This is a good opportunity to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. It's fielded at the 2. He's brought down at the 19. They had to punt it away on their previous drive.
Okay, your running back's the key to this counter. If we fool the defense into leaning the wrong direction, we should be able to get a lot of yards.
He passes it. His pass will fall incomplete. Gray was his intended target.
All right, they'll probably be looking for pass on second and long. Let's run the draw and see if we can catch them backpedaling into coverage.
The give to the tailback. It's a gain of 8. And now it's third down.
They can't stop our run game. Hand it off and let the backs push forward for the first down.
Fullback on the inside give. And he pushes ahead for the first down.
I like that call there. Put the ball in the hands of one of your playmakers and let them go to work. Not a big gainer there, but certainly a big first down.
And they'll run him again.
Okay, let's go with the screen pass to our running back here. Avoid the rush so he can get free, then float him a perfect ball so he can take it in stride and make a play.
Pass is short right side. Room to run along the sideline. And the tackle was made by Landry.
When you have a halfback that can make big plays like that in the passing game, it just makes your offense so dangerous.
All right, if we get the blocking we're hoping for on this dive, we're going to end up in the end zone.
On the ground with the tailback. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash, the greatest smell in the NFL.
All right, the tight end's going to be running a deep corner route. So once you run the play action, find him, and hopefully he can lose the DB.
No time to throw. They didn't fall for the fake.
This one's out of the shotgun, which will give your tight end time to get across the middle on this drag route.
Gets the pass off. Not able to make the catch in traffic. It's up and it's good. Fields the kick at the 10. He makes it out to the 28. The Dolphins will look to build momentum by getting another touchdown on this series. Good coverage downfield. He's tackled at the 45. So at the end of 3, the score is 17-13. The Dolphins have the ball and the lead as we begin the fourth quarter. He rolls out to his right. It's complete. Clutch reception.
Good play design there. Very solid protection. Gave the quarterback time to examine the whole field until he finally found the open man.
Barely gets it off. He's brought down at the 25. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
On the ground left side. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash, the greatest smell in the NFL. Davis was the intended receiver on the play.
If we can stop them here, we'll kill their momentum and give it to our offense. If we don't, well...
Henny gives it up the middle. Tackle short of the end zone, but the Dolphins are set up on a 1st and goal.
Okay, they're in the Wildcat, so watch for some trickery. Don't overcommit to one side if they fake it. I don't want us getting burned here.
They'll run the option. Hit and drop behind the line.
Okay, Wildcat here. Everyone stick to their assignments and attack the ball carrier. But don't let one of the receivers slip away if they throw it.
It goes straight to the back. Touchdown, Dolphins!
And you can start to see the frustration in the defense's body language. I always thought that was such a weird term, body language. What is that? Your body talk? But you can see just watching these guys on the field that their shoulders are slouching and they are getting upset.
We have an injured Bengals player making his way over to the bench.
Okay, you're in shotgun here. Scan the field. If no one's open, try to find a guy in single coverage.
He's searching for a receiver. He's wrestled down at the 34. The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
He gets off the throw.
Both quarterbacks have been dealing with this snow all game long, and you can tell they are just starting to get a little frustrated with it.
If the defense is in man coverage, let your tight end cut across and make space. Then after your 5-step drop, zing it to him.
Still looking for an open man. Webb picks up maybe 7 with that catch.
Okay, you're in shotgun here, so you can deliver a home run pass on this streak. But don't throw if there's double coverage or if the safety's in the area.
The pass is away. And he's tackled at the 38. That's a first down right there. Might want to play them a little tighter. Maybe even go to the man coverage.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to play a zone coverage against this quarterback. He does a great job in recognition, and that time you could see him move the zone defense just a little with his eyes before he threw it in there.
Second down coming up after the incomplete pass.
On this deep corner, hit your wide receiver if he's got one-on-one coverage. You're out of the shotgun, so that'll give him time to get deep.
Short throw to the right.
Hard to believe that you can overthrow somebody that big. That guy is a huge target. You can't miss him.
Okay, you're in shotgun here. Scan the field. If no one's open, try to find a guy in single coverage.
Here's the pass. Fires into a crowd. Interception. Sure to make an impact on the field are this game's top performers. Presented by Gatorade. Run play, left side. 3 yards there, second down.
All right, we have extra guys coming on the blitz, so let's get around those blocks and stop him for a loss here.
They tackle him for a loss. We have an injured Bengals player making his way over to the bench. Moves to his right. Cincinnati. Looks like they're sending everybody at the punter on this kick. He makes it out to the 41. Under heavy pressure, gets it off, and he takes a hit.
And I can tell you this, there's nothing the defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards them.
running out of time.
This is one of those defensive coordinators who's known for his exotic blitz packages. He can blitz anytime, any down, any point in the game. If you're a quarterback, you usually don't sleep too well before you play against this guy.
No completion that time, and it'll bring up third down. Goes through his progression.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
Okay, this is a bit of a gamble, but let's see if we can pick up the first down through the air on this play.
Bad snap. Handles it though.
Big fourth down play by the defense that time, and now the pressure shifts to the other defense to try and make a play.
He takes a knee.
All right, guys, good try. They're just going to kneel and run out the clock.
Just trying to kill the clock.
All right, they're taking a knee here. Nothing we can do about it now.
They go with the kneel down. That's going to do it from Paul Brown Stadium. Highlights are next, so stay right there. Here's the play that rocked the stadium. The Doritos Crunch Time. Play of the game. Our final in this one is Miami 24, Cincinnati 13.